In this lecture, we will build, deploy and test the complete workflow. To do that, go to the command line, do a SAM build. Once that finishes, we'll do a SAM deploy. In the meantime, you can go to the patient.json file which you have under your project and rename it to patient data 1 so that when we upload it to S3, we'll not have duplicates, or you can say patient data complete flow. So this is the test data. This is the test data we are using for testing the complete flow. So the name, clear this up. SAM deploy will update the stack for us with the additional resources we have added to the template.aml. If all the syntax is okay, it should finish the deployment for us. So while that happens, I am going to pause the recording. Got updated successfully. Now if you go to the console, you will find everything under the cloud formation. You know how to check that. You can go to cloud formation, check the stack. It will have 2 Lambda functions and everything set up. Go to S3 to test it. Go to the patient checkout bucket. We already have patient.json, so we are going to upload another file here, add files. And I'm going to upload the new file I have created, and let me go to the right project, documents, AWS, right there, AWS Lambda, patient checkout, go into the Maven project, upload this new JSON file, go to the bottom, click on upload. Once this is uploaded, it will trigger the first Lambda, which will process the message. It will fire off 2 messages onto SNS. Those messages should be processed by the second Lambda, which is the bill management Lambda. Now go to the Lambda service itself. We will right away go to the second Lambda function. So now we have 2 Lambda functions. The patient checkout Lambda, which we have already checked earlier or tested. The second Lambda function, bill management function, is what we want to check this time. Go to monitoring, click on view logs in CloudWatch. And if we see the messages here in the output, we are good to go. So we have 2 log streams, as you can see, not just one. We have 2 log streams, so that Lambda function has handled 2 different messages. It got invoked couple of times. Open the first message, or 2 different instances of Lambda function have handled it. See this? In the first Lambda function output, you only see Mr. Bharat as patient. So it has processed the first message here that was received on SNS. Now if you go back to the log stream, scroll down, click on the second message that got processed. You should see my brother Sharath here as a patient. So that is how it works. So the first Lambda function was triggered. It has received this S3 event. It has processed the message, or it has read the data from S3 bucket as JSON. It has fired 2 SNS messages. It has published 2 SNS messages. That is when the second Lambda function gets triggered for each message. This Lambda function handles those messages, and that is the output you see as a result.